Hi, friends. It's Ms. Mackenzie, your K-12 district teacher librarian, with this week's Makerspace activity. So actually, we're going to do a 2-week long project, and we are creating a 3D paper sculpture technique board. It's going to be slightly shorter than the one on my screen right now. So we're going to practice this week rolls, tab, fringe, and pleats. And next week, we'll practice 4 more structures. And it's all in preparation for a Halloween house design challenge towards the end of the month. How cool is that? So let me switch my cameras real quick and we'll get started. Okay, so all the supplies that you need, scissors, glue stick, probably some kind of white crayon to write on the black paper. And then this week you should have gotten 4 slips of colored paper, okay? And we are going to do, like I said, rolls, tabs, pleat, and fringe. So here is one of last year's bigger boards. So here's a roll. There's tabs. These are really useful for house building designs. Fringe can be something as simple as this, and then pleats are right here. All right. So let's start with a roll. You can take, let's use the blue sheet of paper. I mean, it really doesn't matter what color you use. But you're going to have to divide this black sheet of paper into 2, okay? Because it's going to last us 2 weeks. So we'll take up the top half with this week's structures. So for a roll, you could do just one big huge roll with this one sheet of paper. You could cut it in half and do a skinny roll. It's totally up to you, but you will just make a roll. And for our younger friends, you can put some glue on one side, roll it up like this, and then you've got to sit and hold it here for a little bit until the glue stick dries enough. Okay, so you hold that down for a couple of seconds. I think mine's just about good enough, and then I'm going to plop some glue down on my board and glue my roll to it. Again, trying to make sure I have enough room for next week's designs. And underneath it, I'm going to say roll. All right. The next one, ooh, this one can be, actually, I'm going to say the tab until the end. So we're going to hop over to the fringe next. So you can go ahead and grab another colored sheet of paper. Again, just for space on my board, I might cut this down a little bit just so I can fit things on my board better. And then for fringe, you simply cut skinny strips, but don't go all the way to the edge. Okay, slit, 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 fringe, fringe, fringe. Okay, fringy, fringy, fringy. Doesn't have to be perfect. And there we go. We've got some fringe. If you want to try to curl your fringe a little bit like it's eyelashes, that's kind of fun. I just roll it around a pen. And then now I have some curly fringe. So I can go ahead and attach that to my board. I'll put a little, plop some glue down and put the top of my fringe to the glue. Press it down and write down fringe. F-R-I-N-G-E. Okay, next up, we are going to do, a pleat. Pleats are fun. Again, just for the sake of size on my board, I might make this one a little more narrow. And then for a pleat, you're just going to fold your paper back and forth. So I folded it one way, and then I flip it over and kind of line it up and fold it back the other way. Okay, fold it one way, fold it back the other way, fold it back the other way. Okay, and then when you spread it out, you've got pleats. Pleats, that was a pleat. I may have said fringe. Okay, so I'm going to glue my pleats down, pleats. And then I will label it. P-L-E-A-T, pleat. Okay, so the last structure is this one right here, okay? It's tabs. Now this one can be a little tricky. we are going to start out with our final little color piece of paper. And so for the tab, kind of just like cutting our fringe, I'm going to kind of eyeball this in half. And I am going to cut some slots or slits, whatever you want to say. Okay. So it's a little thicker than all that fringe that we did. And then the reason why these tabs are so useful in design, especially if you're doing like a paper house design challenge, sometimes you need like a wall or a moat or a fence, and you can use this pleated structure to do curvy things. So you fold one pleat one direction, the other pleat the other, and just kind of go back and forth like that with however many little tabs you cut. And then these are the things that you'll glue down. So you see, I can like twist my structure like this and glue it down flat and get kind of a curvy structure. Okay? It may look a little messy, that's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the bottom of each of those tabs and then stick it to my sheet how I want it. Okay, so I'm going to go, let's say I want it to look something like that. Okay, I plop it down. Ooh, I didn't put enough glue on it. Okay, plop it down, hold it. Sometimes you got to hold for a couple of seconds to get that glue stick to stick down all the way. Might need to apply a little extra glue. Some of the paper structures, we're working with like surface tension of paper. So some structures need more glue than the others. Another interesting thing about the construction paper is that some colored construction paper is thicker, some is thinner, some is more malleable. It's kind of interesting about the different colors. All right, so it might look a little messy, but I've got a tabbed structure. So I'm going to label that tab, T-A-B. Okay, that was it for this week. And we will see you all next week and we'll continue our design board. Again, this was the big design board we did last year and we're just shortening it down. We're doing half of these items and it's all in preparation for a rad Halloween house design challenge. So see you next week. Bye.